What's going on, guys? It's Tracy Mitchell, VA. I'm with my special guest, Tmoe44, representing Florida. We at TracyVAMedia today. We're about to have a dope conversation. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling beautiful. I'm feeling blessed.
You're everywhere right now. You know, you in everybody's studio, getting these interviews and promoting your project. How does it feel?
Feels amazing, you know what I mean? Like, I was sitting this morning and I was talking about how it just feels like I'm having an out-of-body experience.
Why out-of-body experience?
Because it's everything that I saw myself doing already and everything that I've been working for, but then now that it's like the manifestation, you know, and it's just like I've been thinking about that a lot. So now that I'm actually, it's becoming reality, you know what I mean? It's just, it's dope.
So you would say you're not surprised by how far you came?
I feel more blessed than surprised. You know, it's like I'm not the only individual that's out there putting work in. You know, we all put work in, but I do know people who put work in, and the process is a little slower, you know what I mean? So I feel that I'm blessed to be able to, you know, have it going the way that it is going, you know?
For sure. It's going real well. You got Don't Play With Me, 1.5, the compilation project. Who shouldn't play with you? Who are you talking about there?
Well, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, think about it from the stance of, you know, we face a lot of things in life. We face a lot of problems, like personal problems, or, you know, there's people going through depression, there's people going through having problems with anxiety, and it's, you know, it's more looking at those kind of things in the face, and, you know, looking yourself in the mirror, and when you doubting yourself and stuff like that, and you got to tell yourself, don't play with me.
Don't play with yourself. Don't doubt yourself.
You know.
Something like that too. Tell me about the creative process. Like you said, it's a compilation, so I'm guessing it's like songs that came out throughout the years that you've never actually had on platform.
Well, I did. I just felt like they were more like, not all of them, but a few of them were more personal records to me. You know what I mean? They meant something to me, so I kind of just wanted to bring them more to light.
Right.
You know.
Right. My favorite one is Ain't No Rapper.
Oh yeah.
What you talking about there? You're really going off.
When I said I ain't no rapper, you know what I mean? When I walk into a room, I walk into a room with love first, which kind of goes back into the don't play with me thing as well. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give you what you give me. You know what I mean? I'm always going to give love first, but if you take my love for granted, then we got a problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so don't play with my heart. You know what I mean? But when I say I give love, I'm giving my heart. You know what I mean? With my heart on my sleeve.
I can tell that in your music too, like you're very transparent when it comes to your music. How long have you been actually recording yourself and releasing it?
You mean like just me in my own room recording my own
Let's
stuff?
start there.
Like that?
That's how you started? You were actually recording yourself?
Yeah, that's how I started.
So you got into that?
Well, you know, when I feel like many artists know that when you kind of start and when you say you have a passion for it, you know, there's people who believe you and people, okay, not everybody takes you serious. Because being an artist, it's like, I would say it's like sports, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you want to be the number one basketball player, you want to be the number one football player, and it's, you know what I mean, number one is not the only one. There's still greats who don't hit that number one category, let's just say that. But it's like that, it's a lot of people trying to chase that.
So do you feel like you want to be number one, or is it something that you're just...
I want to be the number one, me.
And I like that you even took it forward, got a ring.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So those projects means a lot to you.
Yeah.
But how did it feel getting a Billboard too? You got it in your hometown?
I did. You know, shout out to my city, shout out to Palm Beach. You know, that's what I do it for. I actually do it for everybody, but it's a little more special, you know what I mean? Because that's what shaped me, you know what I mean? That's what shaped this person that you get today.
You talking about the project, or where you from?
Where I'm from.
Where are you from? Tell me about where you from.
I am from Palm Beach County, Florida.
And what is it like there, from your perspective?
It's cool. You know, we got our own lingos and stuff like that over there. You know.
Give me some lingo so I can get hip. What you be saying over there? Just one.
Let me see. Nah, I ain't gonna do that yet. I ain't gonna do that yet.
Well, what was it like for you? Like, do you feel like you had a tough coming up in where you're from, or was it easy? How would you describe it?
I would say, to be honest, I would say it's about normal. I mean, I don't think there's anybody on this earth who had anything easy. And, you know, I think that's where a lot of my relation comes in with the people who listen to me. You know what I mean? Nobody had it easy.
Well, I only assume that because I believe you said it in one song to where you were in and out of jail. Was that your life?
No, it wasn't even that I was like doing bad stuff. I was just protecting people. You know what I mean? I care about the ones that I roll with, you know what I mean? And there was just always circumstances where, you know what I mean, I love hard, so I was just backing people up. It wasn't even me like doing like crazy stuff, you know what I mean? If one of my loved ones was being harmed, I'm there to back them up. And unfortunately, the chips fell on the side of me getting in trouble, you know.
How did it make you who you are today? Did it make you better, worse?
I would say there was a time where I faced something where I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in my own little world, you know what I mean? I ain't doing this and doing that, whatever. But that was a challenge for me. That was something that I had to break through because I'm like, I can never let the world or a circumstance or something that happens to me change my heart.
How do you not do that though?
It just takes a lot of thinking. You know, reflecting, like you have to self-reflect. And I feel like that's really the only way to make any kind of moves, you know, and then kind of like calculate like where exactly you are. You know what I mean? That inch
I feel like there's a lot of
inch.
people that don't self-reflect out here, and you could kind of just see like how the way life plays out for them.
I mean, I can't speak for nobody else. You know, I kind of just stay in my own lane as far as like comparisons. I don't like that because, you know, especially in the world we live in with the media and all of that, you know, it's easy to see something and be like, man, I wish I was there, you know, and get discouraged. But you can't really do that, you know. You got your own process, you know what I mean? Just keep faith in it, trust in the process. You're going to get where you want to be.
Facts. You talk a lot about having a hustler spirit. You're really big into talking about hustling. I would say your music is for the people in the streets. Tell me about your hustler spirit.
Well, when I say hustler spirit, I mean it's no matter what you're doing, because I would say also I was a D1 athlete at some point, and, you know, hustler spirit, I was just trying to make a way. And when I say it's not only for the streets, it's for anybody that's just trying to make a way. You know what I mean? And you never give up. You can't give up.
How about your life now, like family life? You said you're a father.
I am.
And what is that like? How did that change you?
Okay, so I was praying for a daughter first.
Why a daughter?
Because I was a little rough around the edges as far as, I would say, nurture. You know what I mean? And with me always being, you know, I gotta make it. No matter what happens, I gotta get up and keep going. I want to be able to instill that into my children, but I want to leave, like I said, like I walk into a room and I leave with love. Anytime I want to teach my children a lesson, I gotta leave with love first. Like, I want to show you, okay, your daddy always gonna be there. I care about you. But I want to explain something to you, and I want to explain it without being like, you got to just get up.
Well, tell me about Skate On Me, the music video. What was it like shooting that video?
Oh, it was dope. You know, I just try to incorporate like a background that, by the way, I co-direct and edit majority of my stuff. You know,
and you write your own music too?
Yeah.
Why are you so independent for?
I mean, I'm an independent artist, right?
Right. You making your beats too?
No. I wish I could add that in, but you know, at the same time, it takes a team. I can't do everything. You know, I like to wear a lot of hats, but you know, it's I learned I gotta trust everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody in my circle, at least.
But why did you have to direct it? Like, what made you want to do that?
Just creative.
Edit. You know, editing takes a lot of work, though.
Yeah, I just like being creative. You know what I mean? And as far as my experience goes with, like, my growing up, it was a lot of it was run fast, jump high. You know, your handles. It was not really like. And now that I mean, if you think about it though, in order to do those sports, you really have to be creative. Like, you have to see things before they happen.
From all angles.
Exactly. So it's just like I'm able to transfer that now into this, but I can see it now. Like that was more instinct, and now I'm just like, oh, I didn't even know I was doing it.
Even your music sound is really aggressive, so I'm pretty sure that comes to sports too. Like I can tell you just have that spirit of like I want to be the best, and every time I do something, I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I want to be the best of me. You know what I mean? Because I get compared to other people, and it's an honor.
Like who?
It's an honor. Well, people just say things, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really, like, the same thing. But majority of the time, it's somebody great, and they're great to me, you know what I mean? And it's an honor to me to be compared to those individuals. But I want to hone myself, and that's really all I'm worried about, you know what I mean?
What do you feel like you stand for the people that listen to you and that support you or fans of you?
Well, I feel like I stand for love. You know what I mean? Like, through it all. Like, and I try to tell people that no matter what you're going through, keep your faith. Lead with faith. Don't be in fear. Keep your faith.
Who taught you that?
Life did.
Life.
And also, I will say, you know what I mean? My parents were praying people. You know, my family's a praying family. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I was taught to not confuse prayer and action. You pray for the strength, and then you go into the action, you know.
People need to hear that. I really hope y'all heard that, because I feel like a lot of people just relying on just the prayer, like, okay, it's going to do what it's going to do, but you got to work for it. You got to put in that work.
Yeah.
Being in the pandemic, did you stop releasing music around that time, would you say? Because I kind of saw like you had like a break after around that time. Would you say it hurt you in any way?
Nah, I won't say that. It was just, I would say the pandemic was more of a time where I was like, I found out that my lady was pregnant. So it was more of I was just conditioning myself mentally. And then that's also around the time that I dropped Eternal Love. So I was just being very selective with what I was making when I was putting it out, because everything with that scenario was so special to me.
Eternal Love. What is your favorite song on that project?
I love them all. I love them all. Yeah.
How do you think people feel about your music? Like, how's the feedback in Florida?
Well, I hope they feel great.
But what do you be hearing though?
Yeah, you know, I hear great feedback. You know what I mean? Like I got like I really don't be going out too much no more, because I try to consume myself with studio time and time to bring myself into an environment that can allow me to create. But I hear great things.
That's good to hear. I'm seeing a lot of great things on the internet too, like in the comments section as well. What are some goals that you have for your music journey from here on out?
My goals, let me see. What I tell you, I want a #1 record. That, as of now, I'm not sure I'm really focused on that. What I'm focused on right now is spreading love. What I'm focused on right now is helping people through certain things. Like you know, through my own experiences, through my eyes, like the things that I've done seen, and I put it in this music. My only focus is really connecting with people. You know what I mean?
And I feel like you're doing a really good job at that.
That was a time when, I felt like this. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I'm alone. You know what I mean? But this is my connection. Like, you know what I mean? Like you call out, like that wolf call out, and everybody else start howling too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what it is for me. That's my goal.
And you also have merch too, so I can tell you really care about your fan base. What was it like putting together that merch?
It was a new experience.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like, trying to create merchandise, I was like, oh man, like, you know, it's fun though. It's fun, and I just also try to keep myself in a sense of, you know, thinking of others, not only what I like, you know what I mean? So we're kind of building a team around that now, you know, so we can bring out the right product, and everybody gonna be satisfied with it.
So somebody told me that you have some new music on the way after your compilation project. I know you're promoting that heavily. You got some features, And there's some heavy features too. What information can you give us? Can you drop some names maybe?
This is the information I'm gonna give you.
Damn.
It's gonna be big. Stay tuned. It's on the way. Don't play with me.
Any clue?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop you a clue. I'm gonna drop you a clue when I drop the song. Yeah.
Okay, so scrapping that question, what is the artist that you wish you could collaborate with?
Whoo, that's a big one.
Put that into the world, manifest it, you know?
Yeah, that is something that I do need to start thinking about. And as far as manifestation goes, putting that in my mind, like I know it's gonna happen. Whoa. I do have some artists that I would love to work with.
Drop the names, the ones that just come into your mind right now.
I'm gonna tell you this. I was in a studio with up here actually 2 days ago, and the guy was like, "This is sound dope with Rod Wave." I mean, you know what I mean? And
I feel you guys would be a collaboration because, like you said, your music is on love, and he's like the real emotional part, but you also this aggressive voice. So you two together could be like one that probably has somebody crying in the car. We don't need that though. Yeah, we do.
Hey,
but I'm not gonna lie, love
that's
songs
self-reflecting.
like that. Which people need, like I said. So what else is next?
I would say what's next is, let me see, making that move for us to go to the next level. I think we entering the game correctly. Now it's trying to learn how to navigate through it. You know what I mean? So we can continue to rise up where we need to be.
And what are some last tips you want to give to those that are hustling towards their dreams?
Never give up and don't compromise yourself. Just because one door opens, don't mean that's the right door for you. You know what I mean? Always think, move strategically. Don't play with me. And make sure you go get that DPWM 1.5 out right now on all platforms.
Do that, please.
We're going crazy.
All right, y'all. It was Tracy Mitchell, VA, and Tmoe44, representing Florida. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. And once again, guys, I'll see y'all next time.